Recently, I read a book titled The Evolution of Physics by Albert Einstein and Leopold Infeld. I knew who the great physicist Albert Einstein was. Louis Infeld was a Polish physicist who discovered other things on his own and published widely in the United States, Europe, and Poland. The real title of this book should have been The Epistemology of the Evolution of Physics. That is to say, physics is the law of the universe. Epistemology is how we understand things, and evolution is the change and development. So therefore, the book was really about the change and the development of our understanding of the rules of the universe over time. Now, the ancients, in their own place, would see the sun rise in the morning and go across the sky, and they were of the opinion that they were standing still in their own place, and it was the sun that was moving through the sky. It would set in the west, and to the ancient it was clear that the sun was moving relative to the earth. Some philosophers had said that the sun was actually still, and it was the earth that was moving, but they weren't able to prove this. They simply didn't have the facts, and so the people ignored them. Then, in the latter part of the 15th century, the Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe constructed a device on a remote island, and at night he would see and record the stars. The device was a lattice structure which allowed him to measure the movements of the stars through the little boxes and the holes in the structure, and he could see the movement. And he would be there for several years recording the movement of the stars. And then one time, a comet moved through the solar system. The comet was headed towards the sun, and it was passing the path of the Earth as the Earth was going around the sun. He documented this activity and was able to measure the distance and speed of the comet. However, he was so embedded into the old system of the sun going around the Earth that he was not able to make the proper conclusions as to what was going on. Tycho Brahe died in 1601, and his assistant Johannes Kepler took over the records. And in 1614, Johannes Kepler published his results, Tycho Brahe's results and his analysis, that it in fact was the Earth that was going around the sun, and that the Earth was rotating on its axis as it was moving. When we sent satellites into space, they were able to see this same process. Kepler wrote also the 3 laws of planetary motion that we observe in the solar system to this day. The interesting thing about Einstein's retelling of the story was that he did not diminish, he did not belittle the people who were making a judgment contrary to what he understood the laws to be, because he recognized that they were making the best decision they could given the information that they had.